Samwu welcomes axing of Matjhabeng Mayor Thanduxolo Khalipha. The South African Municipal Workers Union Samwu said it noted and welcomed the decisive action taken by the Provincial Executive Committee (PEC) of the ANC in the Free State to remove Councillor Thanduxolo Khalipha as the mayor of Matjhabeng Local Municipality. Khalipha allegedly assaulted one of the municipal workers assigned to protect him last year. This week, the ANC in Free State asked him to step aside. The union said on Wednesday that the decision, though overdue, marked a significant turning point for the people of Matjhabeng and the dedicated municipal workers who had endured a troubled era under Khalipha's totalitarian leadership. We must express our grave concerns about the recent developments. Immediately after this decision, Khalipha took a leave of absence and appointed an acting mayor without the council's involvement. This action is a blatant defiance of the PEC's decisions, essentially declaring that he does not respect the PEC's authority and considers himself above it. Therefore, Samwu calls for the immediate implementation of the PEC decision on Khalipha's removal, said Samwu National spokesperson Papikiwe Mohale. The union said for far too long, alarms were raised about the deteriorating state of the Matjhabeng Local Municipality. Under Khalipha's tenure, the municipality has seen a sharp decline in governance, service delivery, and labor relations. The working conditions of municipal employees were arbitrarily changed, creating a climate of fear and retribution where dissent was met with victimization. Khalipha's totalitarian leadership style fostered an atmosphere of fear and intimidation as he seemingly enjoyed impunity, shielded by senior ANC national leaders, said Mohale. The incident last year, where Khalipha assaulted one of the municipal workers assigned to protect him, was an egregious example of his disregard for the very people he was meant to serve and protect. This incident was not isolated but emblematic of a broader pattern of abuse and mismanagement. Mohale said Samwu had constantly argued that it was the workers who required protection from Khalipha, not the other way around. The ANC's decision to involve the step-aside rule in response to this assault is welcomed, but we believe it only scratches the surface of the necessary accountability. Samwu urges that ANC to be fully transparent with the residents and the public about the numerous issues leading to Khalipha's removal. His leadership resulted not only in personal misconduct, but also in gross negligence and failure to provide essential services to the community. The residents of Matjhabeng have been deprived of quality services, their trust eroded by years of incompetence and corruption, he said. The union said it looked ahead with cautious optimism. The removal of Khalipha is an opportunity to rebuild and restore. We call for the swift election of a new mayor committed to rectifying the wrongs of the past and steering the municipality towards a future of accountability, transparency, and efficient service delivery. Samwu stands ready to work with the new political leadership to address the pressing issues facing the municipality and its workers. Our commitment to fast-tracking service delivery and improving labor conditions remain unwavering, said Mohale. The union said it would monitor the progress of the criminal case against Khalipha to ensure that justice was served. The assault on a municipal worker is a great matter, and we will not rest until justice is served. Samwu remains steadfast in its mission to protect the rights of municipal workers and to champion the cause of effective and ethical governance for the benefits of all residents of Matjhabeng. The journey ahead is long, but together we will rebuild and reclaim the dignity and integrity of our municipality, he said. The union called for a new era of transparency, accountability, and efficient service delivery in Matjhabeng. Mokhale said the decision to remove Khalipha should be implemented without delay. We remain committed to working with the community and the new leadership to rebuild trust and restore the dignity of our municipality. Importantly, we want to see the municipality change the lives of residents through the delivery of quality and uninterrupted services, said Mokhale. Khalipha was contacted for a comment but had not responded at the time of going to print. Meanwhile, salary bumped for South African traditional leaders. President Cyril Ramaphosa made an official declaration of the salaries and allowances of traditional leaders and members of traditional house for the year 2024. Based on the recommendations by the Independent Commission for Remuneration of Public Office Bearers, traditional leaders and members of traditional houses will receive a 2.5% remuneration increase, taking the king or queen's salary up to just under 1.4 million a year. According to Business Tech, the salaries apply to a range of roles including both full and part-time positions in both the National House and Traditional Leaders (NHTL) and Provincial House of Traditional Leaders. The annual salary of the King, Queen as of 2024 is 1,388,764 rand. For the principal traditional leader, 1,277,668 rand. For the NHTL chairperson of the PHTL full-time chairperson, the salaries are 1,045,305 million rand and 860,954 rand respectively. The full-time deputy chairperson of the NHTL will be earning 799,501 rand, while the full-time deputy chairperson of the PHTL will be earning 737,838 rand. The full-time members of the NHTL and the PHTL will earn 464,945 rand and 398,562 rand respectively. Lastly, the senior traditional leader will earn 303,647 rand and the headman/headwoman will earn 130,394 rand. In addition to their salaries as traditional leaders, part-time members will also be receiving sitting allowances ranging from 1,415 rand to 2,028 rand per sitting, along with payments for subsistence costs, transport costs, and for their attendance to official meetings, seminars, workshops, and conferences. Traditional leaders are symbolic figureheads that play significant roles within their communities, mostly in the strategy for rural development as well as in the broader governance framework of the country. They are also allowed to enter into partnerships and service delivery agreements with the government in all three spheres. And that's it from INJIBS Network. Stay tuned to our celebrity and gossip news.